Welcome back to Space Exploration. My name is Nilaus, and we are continuing our wonderful journey into, well, maybe into space. No, not maybe. Today, I'll guarantee you by the end of this episode, we'll be standing on a space platform. That is my promise to you, because we've done a lot of other things in this series, and I hope you've been following along. I think you have. Most of you have probably followed along if you've gotten to the episode 7 by now. First, the usual disclaimer or information. I'm streaming this on Twitch, so come by on Twitch on Sundays and sometimes even on Wednesdays. If you watch this as it comes out, then it's also tonight. So come by on Twitch TV/Nilaus at 8 p.m. Central European Time and hang out and be part of the design as well. And I'll also be making a weekly YouTube episode, so there's also that to look forward to. Right, so what are we going to do today? Well, we have completed all of the orange signs, even the useless stuff like the discharge defense, and the only thing we have left is now the stuff that requires space signs. So there is no way around it. We have to get to orbit right now. Also, biters are getting a little bit nosy. And on the other hand, you can also say that, well, what I've also done is I have taken out our what is it called? It's called science labs, because they are no longer useful. We're never going to be doing any more science on the ground. Everything science from now will be in orbit. Then to feed everything, I actually found out that the normal one, this oil refinery here, is actually pretty efficient. So going with the more complicated one of just transforming it and then cracking it is not as valuable as I thought it was. So doing this part is really good. And then we are also using some of the big boxes that comes with space exploration, and that should make it a lot more nice. And you can see that we now for once have a steady supply of sulfur. We have even a big storage part. We might even be getting some liquid as well. When these ones fill up, I think it'll be about 12,500 in each. Then all of the sulfur will go this way and be part of the process to make more sulfuric acid, and that means we get more sulfuric acid, because I think that's still a little bit in short supply. But as we are not getting into science, everything is now stacking up. Let's start by making a new item that is a core, a cargo rocket silo, and that behaves a really different way. So what it needs is one space capsule, some cargo rocket sections, and some liquid rocket fuel. Whew. Well, that's something, and we want to send it to orbit, and I don't have a location to land on, and I don't have a launch trigger, so I'm just going to set it to manual launch when it has all these things inbound. But the big thing here is the cargo rocket sections are the ones that's going to kill us. The space capsule maybe so as well. Let's have a look at cargo rocket section segments. There, these are awful. They are really awful. So for each, I need 100 of these, remember? And I will need 4 low density, 4 rocket fuel, 1 cargo pod, 1 rocket fuel tank, and 4 heat shielding. That is expensive. So we need this. This is why I built such a big base to start with, because I need this. Let's have a look at this cargo pod. Cargo pod needs more things. And what we can see is that we can definitely do, I don't want this one here. I want this somewhere else. But I can definitely do this part. So you want to make a cargo rocket segment thing, and I think I can just do these directly in. This will be a cargo fuel rocket pod thing there, and that is the pod there. So this is on a 30-second cycle, this is on a 30-second cycle, but this is, since these are the most important things we have and the most expensive ones, we want to do this. So yes, this is going to be slightly too fast for that one, but they're also going to be extremely slow. I'm just going to have to accept that. I'm going to get two belts in here. These belts will go with low density, rocket control, and heat shielding on this. So that should be easy to get in. Then we'll have the other components. So this one has everything, except that it now also needs to go out. And I'll just decide that it goes out on the side. And this means this one will be going up. Let's just get a little bit up here. And that will be also the cargo pods. There. There. So they're the ones, they will now go up here. Now let's figure out what we need of input. So we already need 1, 2, 3 inputs, and then these 2. And this is Reds, that's another one. So that's 1 iron for this, steel for the storage tank, and electric engines for the pumps. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4 items more. And if you look at this one, it is reds, that's already iron, we already got it. This one is electric engines, so you already got it. And this is a steel, so we already got that. So that is 5 items. Let's see. These are like 1, 2, 3, and then, oh yeah, the greens. Yes, we also need greens. Greens are awful because they need it for yellow inserters, which is an ingredient for fast inserters. It's awful, but you know, that's the 4 items we need inbound. So 8 items we need inbound, which means we need to get this one out on another way. And what I'm thinking is that even though it might be a little bit risky, is we can do one of these, which will just compact it. And once it's compacted, then I guess we can put it in a box or something, because then it's a very low quantity, and then we can transport it by robot. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll transport things with robots to the rocket silo, even though we might lose once in a while. What this means is that we need 1, 2 inputs here, 1, 2 inputs here. That means a short one and a long one as well here. That's a nicely symmetrical build. And then we just need to build it, and this will be, one of them will be, yeah, we'll have reds on either side. So now we need to figure out how big we want to make it, and I am thinking, let's do this to see how fast or slow it is. Let's look at it per minute. So this makes 1.176 of these per minute. That's not a lot. So if you multiply this by 20, 24 maybe, let's do that by 24. Does that seem like something? That's 28 of those per minute. That's about 1 every 2 seconds. I like that. But it also like takes a lot of stuff inbound, so I guess we'll try something like that. Good. So let's get these things a little bit out of the way. This one can be going a little bit up, and I will be getting you again. We'll have to find sort of the middle for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And then this one will be somewhat in the middle. Let's go with this one. Oh, it's actually perfect. Then take this out. That's probably fine. We want to get it a little bit higher up than that, and this is, we are also going to get some power here. That's going to be exactly like this, and then we'll just need to jam it in here. And with a little, that one, and I'll just jam the other one in on this side. And you. And then this will be one more. This can be all in one. Yes, so that's going to now be a module. That's going to be one module, and then we'll do 2 modules. Great. That's how big we want it. And now we need to build the stuff inbound. So we need to build a section that creates fast inserters and iron chests on one side, and also on this side we'll have to make, well, these 3 things. Actually kind of annoying to build those, but we can. So let's just try to build it over here. We'll try for this side first, because we should be able to make all of it. Let's start by saying we want a, there, what do you need? You need an inserter. I'm gonna kind of say that this is the iron part, so we get iron from the side, so anything that does not need iron can go away. Green circuits, yeah, that sucks. And inserters here, this one requires that one. And you require I guess it has to be like this, because you are requiring the engines and there. So all these are now coming in from this side, and then I also need chests as well. There. So if they can all gap from this iron line, that's going to be perfect. And then I need these out on additional lines. Let's see. This is the output line, and this is the output line, and you're going to be out here, and you're going to be out here, and then we'll just do all the inputs, input, input, and input. Great. And then we just get all the stuff that is linked. These are linked, and this is linked, and This is linked. That's pretty cool. But this still needs one more thing, so I'll put that out on this belt. There. This belt will require or will contain the small electric engines plus whatever else is needed. Then on the other side, we'll also have the same output belt here. And let's see if we can replicate it on the side. So what do we need? We need pumps. Pumps are going to need the same as this. So let's bring it down here. Okay, so you got pumps and you get outbound. And then we need steel. Steel could then just be the other thing on the side in this belt, I think. Let's see what else we need here and here. You are going to need that one. And okay, so that's just iron and steel. Okay, so we do need a steel belt. Then let's get a steel belt here. Okay, so this will be steel, which goes into that and that. And iron comes from this belt, and then you have to go out, which means you can't go out there, you have to go out. We can do this. It's a little weird, but it works. Then it comes in on the side. Those are the 2 items inbound, but there's actually one more item inbound that we need. This also needs to be inbound. Yeah, it does. Don't know how we do that, but see, this is pretty easy. This could just be sending it out here, but let's see. This is green. Oh, green circuits. This one needs green circuits. Ah, right. Okay, so green circuits are also on this one. So this is green circuits and electric engines. This is only iron, and this is only steel. I guess that's the only thing we want here. Yeah, steel, steel. Yes, works. So now, actually, how much steel do we need? Could we make do without... No. I think that... is this one also need steel? I was just thinking whether we could just forge the steel immediately, but that's not an option. You don't need iron, actually. You do need iron, that's kind of obvious. But you also need to be out somewhere, so I'm a little bit worried about that. There. Maybe like this. Cool, but that is over on this side. I think I'll take this part here and just kind of make it down here somewhere. And then we need some inbound stations. Let's get some up out of that mode. Inbound station, that's... Oops, this one is the inbound station. You'll be here. Here. Here and... yeah, okay, that's a little bit too close. All right, so now I just need to set up, this is the usual part, just setting up the trains, figuring out where the best locations for the trains are and how to get them out and in. I love doing this kind of design process where I just build everything and it's a giant spaghetti and I have no clue if it works or not, but I'm just gonna enable it and then we'll see. So what I'm going to do now is just enable every single one of these stations and just see how it works. So I've already indicated what they're supposed to be bringing in. And then we'll just go in and see if they, first of all, if they work and if they are actually coming in. Are you coming in? Yes, 1 of 1. Great. So now we get the heat shielding coming in. I have done a few different things here that's different. You are also. So I'm taking the heat shielding and the low density and now bringing it downwards. Should be fine. Then over on this side, I will be bringing in electric engines. I don't think I have one that requests electric engines. That would be weird if I did. Because why would I request electric engines? That's a silly thing. Let's see if that works. And it does not work because there are no trains of this kind. Well, I guess that's kind of an okay reason why it doesn't work. And there. And you're going to be going from electric trains until full. Just go there and then until drop off electric trains until empty. All right, so that's in motion. And go down here. We have steel, which comes in at a weird place like this. Wow. All right, well, that's like this. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, minor mistake, but we found it before it exploded in our face, so that doesn't count. Get steel inbound, and yes, we got it. Let me stand on tracks while doing this. And iron inbound. That might be a little bit of a problem because we don't really have a lot of iron production though. We have 10 places to request. But everything is idle right now, so iron is coming in. Iron is coming in and going into the middle belt. Ooh, the first trains are coming in. Let's enable everything so that we can see all the trouble that's coming. And this will be a rocket control unit. I keep calling it radio control units, but it's rocket control units. And the last one will be a red circuit inbound, which might be a little issue. No, we just have one coming in, and one train coming in. All right, let's have a look. So steel goes in on this belt, yes, and it goes in here on that one for half a belt. That seems good. Now we need to start working on all these, and I've just built one of them. If I need to speed them up, then let's have a look at which one is the slowest. This one is working on a 3-second cycle, and it's definitely not fast enough with only one of those inbound. Didn't even consider that would be the case. Oh, that's pretty close. That is pretty close. So we'll keep it like this. Then this is on a, what was that? 3-second cycle. You are on a 8. Whoa, you're on a 2-second cycle, but nothing is coming in yet, because over here, did I actually get the green? No, I did not get the green, so let's get the green as well. There we go. And is it working? Yes, there's a green one inbound. What about you? You are coming, I think. Yes, that's coming inbound. So let's see if that works. We're not going to get anything until we get the greens in as well. And here comes our new electric engine train. That should be flowing. Okay, these are working. They got everything. They're not, nothing else has been built yet. We should be getting some engines. There we go. Engines are coming in. Why are we not building it like this? That looks better. There. That works. This one works. Somehow this is not working. Gears. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Disaster. Oh, crap. Oh, no. And it has been resolved. Just shuffling a bit around and moving this one in. Got a little bit more cramped, but it still works. And I think that everything is still working at a pretty decent rate. So as I was going through, the slowest one to produce is going to be, this one has all it needs. This is going to be the slowest one, so it's on a 3-second cycle, and I can't really get it any faster because these are working diligently. I could, but I would have to do something like this, and then go out here, and then go something like this. That would actually be a lot faster, and then I could get all I wanted for this one really quickly. Good. So this was now working definitely on this speed, and I could even speed it up if I wanted to. So that gets us all the way through. Let's see if things are working. Not a damn thing is working here. What about these? Are they working? Yeah, they're working. So something is happening. Let's go all the way up and see if things are working. Not a single one has been crafted yet. But I think we'll just leave it for a little bit to see if we get any of these. And then we can get on with the next part, which should be pretty simple, I guess. Slightly more adjustment, and then we're in a position where it looks a little bit nicer here. And I think I'll do that one just to illustrate how it works. And now I made sure that this one has to move really fast, because you actually need 4 of these crates in here, 4 iron chests. That's kind of a lot more than I had anticipated. So they're now stockpiling, and we're getting to the first little bit of this one in here. These are each corresponding to 5, and they take 1 spot. So this box will be able to, this is 10 times 5, that's 50, 100. Should we store enough for 1 rocket? Yeah, let's store enough for 1 rocket. That should be good. Cool. Now, the next part we want to do is we actually want to find a place to launch. Let's launch from here. So there's a short way of traveling, and it's also kind of away from everything else. So what we need to do now is take our rocket cargo silo thing and then figure out what else is needed for us to actually launch here. We are going to get the cargo sections. We're getting those in by rocket or by robot. That's fine. The liquid rocket fuel is something we need. 50,033, and then a space capsule. Let's figure out what the space capsule needs. Space capsule. That's a little bit of a lot of things that we already request somewhere. Yeah, that seems like it's pretty much the same as a satellite, isn't it? How is it different from a satellite? Where is the satellite? All right, there. Satellite. Oh, it's very different. It's more like, oh right, the cargo rocket is what the old one would be like in. Right, so that's a lot of things requested inbound, and then we need the cargo, whatever the cargo is, and then I need the liquid fuel. The liquid fuel comes in, and I need a fuel thing here. I think that's the one that makes liquid fuel. Yes, it does. It just takes solid fuel and makes it into liquid fuel. All right, that's pretty simple. And how much do you need of this? You're making 50. So if I need, how is it, 50,000? Then I need 1,000 of the solid fuel coming in here. So that's definitely a train thing. Also, this is on a 1 second cycle, so we should probably also have some silos here. And get that. Let's actually make, I don't know, let's make something like this and then make sure that there is a coverage between these two so that we can at least build 2. Is it, this is 9 tiles, so I can do, oh, that's actually funny. How big is this? This must be 10 tiles wide? Yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than the normal rocket silo. Either way, this one is going to be here. We are going to get some rocket fuel inbound. That means we probably need to make more rocket fuel, but so be it. Then I need a requester for making... See, I think that the rocket capsule, the cargo pod is something that can actually be... It's not going to have to be made all the time, but in the beginning we definitely have to make it all the time. So I'm going to be using one of these requesters. Yep. There. And that will just request a lot of stuff. Let's see. This is making a cargo pod and there. That is just a lot of things that come inbound. Somehow that is not part of the network. Weird. I will also not take you in because I don't need that coming in. And there. And I will just shunt you in here. I will shunt you in here and I will... This one will also be making, let's make it on another side, the, oh, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. And this one will be the unpacking one. There. That one and that one. Oh, that looks great. That looks so symmetrical. Perfect. And there, powered. And you're now requesting everything, and that is this one. How many? 10. Because we're going to lose everything when stuff starts blowing up. And all we need now at this point is we need to get a fuel station inbound. That's the only thing I really want to get inbound. The rest is... This one will be replaced later on with something that is recycling the existing ones. So we'll see. And then I need a single station inbound. Alright, so the thing here is built, more or less, and we are ready to go. And there is one of those things that are absolutely atrocious when it comes to, to this cargo rocket sections. Yeah, I have built 100, that's good, but it keeps inserting things. I really wanted to not insert things, so right now I just have to do this and... put you in a box of happiness. There we go. Oh, that's not a good box to put it in. Also, this box is probably going to blow up. So I really should only put it in here. And let me just check. Is this even... Yeah, okay. So it can be fired up here. So that means we can actually get it into that one maybe. And that will get us to 100. So this one should only do... actually not for this one, but it should be for that one. Yeah, stop doing that. Oh, I'm in map mode here. And then go to this mode, that one. And you can see that it gets the 107. It should not get 107. This is how much fuel is missing and how many inventory slots. The F is how many slots are filled. And the first one is the how much fuel is missing. And the second one, okay, so this one should definitely be only do this when that is less than 100. There. Go out of that mode, there, and you go in here. Right, so this is now disabled because it's less than 100. There we go, that's working. And what are you doing? You are working on one, and just to check, nope, they cannot be upgraded. This will get us in here, and fuel for some reason is not working at all. Like, why is it not working at all? We are getting solid fuel in. Ah, that's the silliest reason I've ever seen. There we go. Can I get this? Yeah, I can do that. Do I want it? I guess I do, but that makes it a little slower. But hey, I think this is worth it. Because it's an expensive material and it's something I'm running short of. So let's make sure we do this and then just have these filled up because they can be 25,000 in each. So that means when this one launches, it's going to go. So now we have the stuff that I should be doing and then the stuff that I am going to be doing. So let's... Oh, we got the capsule. Nice. And so funny how the power line right across, it's icky. Someone should be fixing that. Right, so this rocket is ready to... Oh my god, it's awful. I can't look at that. I can't have it done like that. Well, that kind of sucks. It was so nice. Yeah, I'll fix it before we launch. Right, what I should be doing is now also doing some other request stuff from this location here into... so that we actually fill up this with all the stuff, because it's an absolute waste to throw this into the orbit without bringing a lot of materials we need. But, you know, this is all about just getting to orbit, so I'll be launching myself up there. Then I'm probably, for the next stream, going to be looking at a little more careful about how I'm going to get there. Also, I think another thing we don't have, and we probably do need, is a landing pad. Let's make one of those next to it. Next to it? I don't know. Maybe next to it. So I'm just going to place the landing pad somewhere in the middle here. We don't know what it's going to do. We just kind of know that it's here now. So that means if we ever want to get back from orbit, then we have it. Another thing that while we are waiting for this that I have been working on is here. I put some life support equipment, and I also have a thruster suit with some thrusters and some here, and it looks good. I think we got everything we need, and I also have, let's see, 200 of the life support canisters. I have no clue how fast they get used, but now we have a lot of those. This is obviously not enough to support this. This is from a mod, Perfect Night Vision goggles, so you can actually see what's going on. They're just a little bit better than normal goggles. And I think we'll also get a little bit more fuel, because we can only rocket fuel away out up in orbit. So that should be good. Let's see. And then we just wait for this one to launch. And it looks like we're actually ready to launch. And then the part is that I have to sort of jump in. How do I get in? I was supposed to jump in, am I? How do I get into this? That one? No. Is it down here? Yes, this is where. Now I'm inside the rocket. So here's the thing. I know this is incorrect. I know I shouldn't be launching without filling up both my own inventory and this own inventory as well. But I just want to see how orbit looks like. And we can always build another rocket. That is of no concern. We got capsule, we got rocket or cargo section, and we got liquid fuel. Let's just launch and we'll go to Novus orbit. I know that some people will be commenting in the comment section like, oh, go to this place because there's a hidden thing and then you can, but I'm not going to do that because that's cheating. I'm going to go to Novus orbit and do the way that you're supposed to. So let's just go. Here we are, launching the first rocket into orbit, I hope. Right, and this seems like a great opportunity to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And then I will be... we'll see what it looks like up here, and then of course next episode. Oh no! Next episode obviously will be all about figuring out what to do in orbit here. And then it is luckily I don't know. Fuck. I'm. How is this not? Oh, I'm jetpack. Walking in space doesn't work. All right, cool. We are in orbit, and let's see what we have. Oh, there's a cryo gun and there's a bio gun. There's something that we can start poking biters with. Nice. And there are some pretty damn fast belts. And what do we have here? We have some okay, what's that? Pylons, pylon substation, and construction pylon. Oh no, I have no idea what that is. And what is this? This is just a ruin. Okay, so... And this is a ruin. No, this is actually not a ruin. This is a cosmic water production facility. Okay, so we need to do cosmic... Oh yeah, they're repairing stuff. Nice. Finally, we can get those warnings out. And what do we have here? We got a landing pad, and we got a space capsule, and we got a delivery cannon chest. Okay, so we can build that. We also have a little bit of, we have a electric boiler, interesting. And we have some more ruins. We have some pipes and super belts. And we have, nice, some research. And, ooh, what's that? Vulcanite block? I don't know what that is, but we'll see. And some ruined belt, that's fine. What is this? This is, so that's a pylon. Look at that. That's a radar construction pylon. What the? Distributes electrical energy, extends construction area, and provides radar vision. 64 tires, connected range, construction. Okay. So this is a combined power pole and kind of robot. I don't know. We also have some belts here, and there's a ruined radar. So lots of stuff up here. Also some, is this cosmic water or is it? No, water barrels, lubricant barrels, and heavy oil barrels. That is going to be interesting to figure out how we're going to piece all these things together. And a space manufacturing. Okay, cool. I don't think I want to do anything more up here than what we are. This is definitely where we can dock a spaceship, it looks like. But we have an acute lack of spaceships at this point. Space rails. Nice. Whew, we are in space. Here we go, finally, space exploration. It is time to explore what is in space, and we'll be definitely doing that in the next live stream, which is, if you watch this immediately and as it comes out, then it's going to be tonight, and otherwise it's going to be on Sundays. So check it out on Twitch TV/Nilaus at 8 p.m. Central European Time. Also, if you want my blueprints and you want to play along, then you can get my save games if you are a Patreon supporter. So thank you very much everyone who is supporting on Patreon and getting access to the save games and just supporting the work I do here. Until next time, take care and stay effective.